My name is Sean Connaughty. I'm an artist, a teacher, and a lifelong Twin Cities resident. Since I was young, art and nature have been my driving passions. What started as a childhood love of drawing and painting turned into a lifelong vocation. For over 20 years, I've been teaching art at the University of Minnesota. As a child, I witnessed beloved natural spaces being destroyed, but I was powerless to do anything about it. As an adult, I've learned that I have some agency and can use my art to raise awareness and affect change. That's why art and change have become my mission. In 2007, I designed the Garden Project, a multimedia installation exploring urban ecosystems and repairing green spaces. In 2014, I had a solo exhibit at the Duluth Art Institute called The Ark of the Anthropocene, a 7-foot diameter biosphere sculpture that floated in Duluth's harbor. And in 2021, I created Art of Reciprocity, an art installation that used found natural materials to create shelters for wildlife residents. Everywhere I go, I see opportunities to use my love of art and nature to make change for the better. Like here in my own neighborhood, I've learned that Lake Hiawatha is the most biodiverse lake in the Twin Cities, but it's also one of the most polluted. Why? Well, for a number of reasons. Tons of trash and other pollutants are dumped into the lake from untreated stormwater, and pollution is being discharged daily into the lake from golf course pumping and other sources. That's why I formed Friends of Lake Hiawatha, a group of citizens who work with community to restore health to the lake. In my research, I learned a lot about Lake Hiawatha. For one, it was originally known as Bde Psin, or Rice Lake, by the original inhabitants of this land. This lake, Bde Psin, and its surrounding wetlands were and are a sacred place and food source for Dakota peoples. When colonizers reconfigured the land, the rising grounds were dredged and buried, and the native plants and animals and medicines were destroyed. Dakota peoples were interned, executed, and expelled from the state of Minnesota. Knowing this history can be painful and overwhelming, but our knowledge mustn't deter us from coming together and doing what we can to restore and repair our environment, including the fresh water in Bde Psin. My students and I have been demonstrating reciprocity with our Living Catchment Project, which involves planting native plants that absorb nutrient pollution from the water and soil and establish habitat for wildlife residents. And today, we're grateful for the involvement of Freshwater. With their support, this litter capture device, placed near the storm drain outfall, will raise awareness of the trash and other pollutants that fill the lake. It'll also make people think harder about the upstream pollution that is routinely dumped into beautiful Bde Psin and how we can stop it. No one action can undo the damage that generations of neglect and abuse have done to our natural world. But every step we take to mitigate that damage is a step towards repair. I've tried to do my part in repairing the spaces around me and will continue to do so, and I hope you'll be inspired to do the same. Water is our life source. Fresh water is key to our survival, and what truly connects us is water.